Hello, good people. Panya here, and this is my birthday month. And today on the vlog, I'm going to talk about something I've been contemplating here recently leading up to my birthday, because this has been a relatively full year so far work-wise for me. That's why I haven't been on the vlog frequently. There have been other things, wonderful things that have taken my time and attention. So what I'm going to talk about today is rest, because it's something I've had to think about for myself. And what the difference is between sleep and rest, because sometimes we might be inclined to think of them as the same thing, but sleep is an immersive process vital to health. During sleep, you detoxify. It's important for brain health. It's where your nerve cells communicate and reorganize. It's important for cellular repair and the restoration of your body energies. We can't function without sleep. But rest is not sleep. Rest isn't a nap. But if rest isn't those things, what is it? What is rest? Well, rest is something that you do during your waking moments, right? It's not even necessarily a vacation. It's not necessarily about getting away. I mean, it can be. But at core, rest is not about what you're doing. It's something that punctuates your doing. It's those pauses that you take during your waking moments that add to the quality of your life. So it could be a vacation, but not necessarily. So to understand this, let's understand what work is, because work is distinctive from rest. We can think of work as the doing of life, right? Work is an incredibly important part of life. We work to achieve a certain end, a certain outcome, and the focus is primarily on production, what we need to do to get it done. Even doing the laundry is work. And so by its nature, work requires a type of structure within which it can get done. But what happens when you're in that constant doing? Well, life becomes a slog, a drudgery. When we're in work for too long, every aspect of life begins to feel more transactional than meaningful, and that sucks the joy out of life. It's also a recipe for burnout. And that constant doing creates innumerable stresses on the psyche and on the body. It's just not sustainable. Work is the doing of life, and it's important, but rest is not about production. Rest is a feeling. A vacation can be work, can it? When it becomes a big production, it sure can. Rest is a feeling. It's not about what you're producing. How about play? That can feel like work. You ever been somewhere trying to have fun? Somebody just wants to control everything. It has to be a certain way. Well, now it's become work. Play is a feeling. Anybody have children or been in close community with children? Ever watched a child at play just unbridled in their curiosity, their joy, unstructured, loving each moment as it unfolds, free? Rest and play are feelings that emerge from unstructured spaces, and we need unstructured spaces in every day. These are the pauses that punctuate our doing. Rest and play change our relationship to work. Now, why is this important? Why should we care? Well, when our lives are filled with work, that is when our primary preoccupation is with production, it affects our bodies and it affects our minds. It affects our thinking in the sense that when you're going a mile a minute, there's no room for thinking, reflection, common sense. There's no time or energy to think anything through. Puts you in the back of the brain. And in order to do your best thinking, to access your highest level logic, reason, you want to be in the front of the brain. In order to do your most creative thinking, you want to be in the front of the brain too, to think new thoughts. That a mind that's going nonstop, that's in the churn, gets stuck in grooves, gets stuck in automatic thinking. That is, thinking the same thoughts today that it thought the day before and the day before. So to fully access your logic, reason, and creativity, you need rest. And lo and behold, when you do access your logic and creativity more fully, you're more effective in your work. So this is a reminder, a gentle reminder, to bring moments of rest into every day. Rest isn't a big production. It doesn't require a beach. You don't have to escape your life to feel it. It requires unstructured spaces between the work where you can daydream, reflect, connect, just be. These are emergent spaces where you release control, let go of expectation around outcomes, and allow new thoughts, feelings, experiences, whatever is there, to emerge. So lean into unstructured, emergent spaces and allow yourself to feel rested. Yeah. And until next time, much love.